Hey there, Marky here, and today we are going to be playing Prison Architect, a game where we get to we build, then manage our own prison and deal with whatever chaos happens along the way. It's a really fun game. I've been playing it for a few months now, and I was going to record it I was going to record it like a month ago, but they just came up with an update where instead of we also focus on the prisoners' needs, but then there's a twist on focusing on making sure that our staff's needs are met as well, which is something a little bit different with this game, and it's really cool. So we're just gonna create a new prison and we're gonna go in. Now, for those of you that have never heard of this game before, don't worry, I'm gonna pretty much walk you guys through it. It's really fun. It's fun, and it also has a simplicity, but it's also complex at the same time. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Now, select prisoner gender. For the beginning, since we're just going to start off pretty much baby steps, we're going to start with the male prisoners. I'm not saying that the female prisoners are not easy, but they have more elements because there's some women that they bring in their children in this game, and it's more kind of, they have more needs than the males. So we're just going to start off with the men. And then there's 6 wardens that we could choose. The first one is your basic default warden. No perks, but it's just there. The second one is called the lobbyist. Basically, he has friends in high places, and he makes sure that the prison does not get the prisoners that will cause too much chaos and trouble. And which is, it comes in handy, but I don't know, to me, it doesn't really add in the fun factor of having a prison. So I usually don't play with him that often. The next one's called Rita. Ruthless and terrifying, Rita has a reputation for running her facilities through digital application, blah, blah, blah. Basically, prisoners are suppressed twice as quickly, halves likelihood of prisoners being static or fearless, which again is kind of the similar perks to the lobbyist, but having her in the prison just makes your prisoners immediately shut the heck up, which is kind of interesting, but at the same time not that fun. The next one is J.W. Periwinkle. Now, the prisoners, they're going to try to escape from your prison. One of the most common ways to do that is tunneling like a little system underneath the prison, using basically the water pipes. Now, you can have one way to detect these tunnels is usually just by chance of your guard finding it. But there's also the guard dogs. The guard dogs are more effective when it comes to finding tunnels. But again, it's kind of a 50-50 chance of them actually finding anything. So this is the warden I usually play with more often, because I want to maintain a reputation of not having any prisoners escape our prison. So I might play with him. But the next one, he's also good as well. The pacifier reduces the overall temperature of your prison, making your inmates less likely to cause trouble, which is good if you're going for a prison that's focusing on the worst of the worst prisoners. I might do that since we're going to add in a twist to keep this game more interesting. So either it's going to be this warden or this one. But the last one is Safara Aknova. Gets a small cut of the resale value of each piece of contraband found. Like in a lot of prisons, you can't have certain items. Well, prisoners can't have certain items on their person. That's called contraband. And with this warden, each contraband found, they have kind of a sale value. We get a piece of it, and that goes towards the prison kind of bank account that you'll see at the top when we start playing. And she also makes sure the prisoners found with contraband will be fined directly from their savings. When prisoners start working, they're going to have like their own little savings that they can go to the prison shop and buy the necessities that they need. if they're found with contraband, that whatever the value of that contraband, if I can speak today, gets taken away from their savings, which is interesting, but I would think that would piss off the prisoners more. So I don't know, it's these last three that I usually play with Periwinkle or the Pacifier. But I think I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to play with Acnova because I've not actually seen her perk in action. So that's going to be really cool. Now, again, since we are just starting, we're going to keep this small. But don't worry, in the game, they're going to allow us to buy more land. So if we need to expand, of course, we can buy more land and we'll expand. That's not a problem. Fog of War, you will lose visibility of the insides of your prison buildings unless you have guards patrolling the area or CCTV cameras covering the area. Now, having cameras in the prison is actually pretty good because it suppresses your prisoners and makes sure that if they're in areas that are not heavily guarded, they don't cause trouble. So I might keep that on. Usually, if I'm just playing by myself, I take it off because I don't really have a need for it. But this is going to add kind of an element of, I don't want to say element of surprise, but it's just going to force us to get guards patrolling all around in the prison at all times. Generate forests, clusters of trees will appear on your land, which is, 6 offices. And now we can start with the actual cell building. So that's gonna be where the door is, and then 4. Okay, and that's about the size of a cell, if I remember. Yep, 2 by 3. Is this 2 by 3? 1, 2, 1, 2. Yep, 2 by 3. Oh, all right, so far so good. So far so good. Okay, so we just made the cell block. This is 20 cells plus the shower. And so we have the holding cell, check, shower, check, yard, check, kitchen and canteen, check, the offices, and then we're gonna hire all this whenever we get the foundation in. Okay, that is going to do it for me today. This is just planning. In the next episode, we're gonna start doing the foundations, and then we're gonna put in all the furniture, plus get in some prisoners, and then hopefully start running the prison. I like the prison so far. It's really small, but we're going to expand, and I think it's going to do good. I think we're going to do good. We might just be the best prison architect ever. Alright, so thank you guys for watching. Again, this is just starting. The next episode is going to be more exciting. It's going to have more things to do, but this is just going through the tedious part. And if you want to see more, leave a like, comment, do whatever you want, and I'll see you guys later.